let's go fishing. You know it's really great, let's go fishing. In the rivers and on the lakes, let's go fishing. It's easy when you try, floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike. Floating on the water with good old Steve and Mike.
Welcome to the Let's Go. Okay, I made a blooper. There we go. Now we got you. Good evening, folks. Glad you all tuned in to the show tonight, and got a lot of things going on. Mike's over at the drink machine. He may make it back, and he may not. We'll see. But I want to tell y'all, I mentioned, I think the last couple of weeks, that we had some special guests coming over, and Richard McIntosh, his son, and they, I really don't know what they've got, but I'm sure looking forward to seeing what it is, and so they're supposed to be in here next week. They got everything that they needed. Everything's all good, and so they're going to be in here next week. And Bill and I talked this afternoon. If by chance we don't get, if they were not to make it in here next week, that's fine and dandy when they do get here. But as of right now, it's tentatively set up for next week for them to be here. They had some paperwork and things they had to get together before they'd come, and wanted everything to be just perfect, and I don't blame them for that. And but I really don't know what they're going to bring us, but I'm just waiting to see what it is, So we're looking forward to it. Can't wait for them to be here, and they may help Mike some. I mean,
Need a lot of help.
yeah, he needs. I guarantee he needs a lot of help. Put your mics on. So, yeah. So no, you turned it off.
Okay.
Yeah. So, thank you, Chandler. All right, man. We're sitting here with with our mics not on. So I started back over. But like I said, I'm really curious about what kind of system that they have, and they've been working with TWRA on some things, and so we're just looking forward to it to see what's up, Mike.
Yes, sir.
And
Sure.
heck, who knows? I mean, what we're going to run into, but I'm just looking forward to it for sure. Okay, like I said, want to welcome all of you to tonight's show. We do have some fishing film, and we're going to show that tonight. So, Mike, I hope them fellas do show up here next week, because we probably won't have any fishing film.
May not.
May not.
Well, rain all weekend.
Is it?
That's what they talk.
Son of a gun. Well, I wouldn't mind fishing. We used to fish in the rain, not think nothing about it, but we wasn't as smart back then as we are now. So I wouldn't. I could fish in the rain, unless it's just a downpour. As long as that lightning is not flashing around.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't care too much for that. Twice, so far in my lifetime, Mike just had to go to Norris, and one evening after work, was it on a Tuesday night or what night was it?
No, that was on Friday night.
Well, we went up to Hickory Star.
Yeah.
Yeah, you took me up there. We had to put in at Andersonville, ran all the way to Hickory Star just to get in the little 3 or 4 hour tournament.
Well, that was the Wednesday night tournament they had.
Huh?
That was Wednesday night
Nah, I don't
tournament.
know.
Yeah, they was having them tournaments on Wednesday night back then.
Well, anyway, buddy, we got up there and paid our money in and idled back out there at the end of that boat dock. And I grabbed my rod up. I mean, you could feel the intensity in the air, you know what I mean? And I picked that dang boron rod up and I made a cast out there, and that thing was going woo. Every time I'd pick it up over my head, and I said, woo. Next thing I know, that dang fluorescent line looked like a lightning bolt. And I told Mike, I said, this ain't gonna work. And so didn't we turn around and go back to the dock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you seen the eyes lighting
when
up
the
on that rod. That's when you
Yeah,
said,
the
"Let's go
eyes
back to
lit
the
up
dock."
on that boron rod, and I said, none of that, let's go. So we run back in there to the boat dock and stayed there for about an hour, and then the storm passed, and really it didn't rain just for a few minutes, but that dang static electricity was all in there. And you'd cast out there, and that line would just float around.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so you know, we fished the tournament. I don't remember if we had any. I think we caught some fish, but anyway, that was the end of that trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
We never went back on Wednesday. I thought it was on Tuesday night, but it might have been on Wednesday night. But anyway, then we got down at Watts Bar one time and was in the mouth of about halfway up in the Piney. Or no, we were sitting out the mouth of Piney River there, around that first island just as you turn in on the Piney, and that's when the milfoil was real heavy. And I mean, you could feel it in the air, and it was over on the mountain there in front of us, coming, you know, on the right of 27 going down through there. I guess that's Pine Ridge all the way down through there. Anyway, it done the same pop-eyed thing, buddy. That line was just a whizzing and buzzing, I mean, and just floating around in the air. When you throw I was throwing a spinnerbait, I'm sure, and a worm, maybe, I don't remember. But it done the same thing, and I said, put your rods up and sit down. We're hunting some shelter here somewhere. And so that was 2 times that static electricity and the lightning all got us tore up. So anyway, been fortunate to not have a lot more of that going on. But them was 2 dandy trips there now, it sure was. So anyway, glad Mike's here with me. Want to say hello to Bill and all our fine people at Mike Pennington and all you fine folks that watch the show. Just glad to have you tuned in. But do tune in next week. And as of right now, everything's set up for them people to be here next week and bring what they got to offer. And you know, I can't wait to see what it is. You know, it's got to do with your electronics and that kind of stuff on your boat. So, like we're just going to be interested in seeing it. I guarantee it. So don't miss next week's show for sure. And now, Chandler, we are being on YouTube, right? I got some people watches the show on YouTube, but they're at work tonight. And they usually watch it on, you know, like they get home or the next day or whatever. 10-4, buddy. Sounds good. So you can get on YouTube and pull up the show, BBB TV 12, and also on Facebook. There we go. So anyway, we're all over, and the only thing we're missing is fishing film. But I saved us, Mike. I pulled us out of out of the hole.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Sure did.
Sure did. So just lucked up and got a chance to go and got us a little fishing film. And so I tell you what, Chandler, let's take a little commercial break with one of our sponsors and then come back to us and then we'll go to the film, okay? All right, man. Hey folks, here at Tim's Tires, there's the times that they're open. The day, that's 5 days a week. They're open from 8 to 12:30 on Saturdays. All right, folks, we're inside here in the warehouse. Just wanted to give you a quick look at all the tires and stuff they got. And here we are. There's some four-wheeler tires, lawnmower tires, just a mixture of about any kind of tire you want. So keep that in mind. Then here we get into the light truck, automobiles, that kind of thing. So just walk through here and give you a quick look at what they've got in stock here. I mean, it's it's just, I don't know, man. They must be a couple of thousand tires in here right now, if not more. Sizes, shapes. You truckers, you know the word. This is the place to get your tires for your trucks. And these over here, getting a little bigger sizes. Light trucks, heavier automobiles, this kind of thing. And as you can just see back through there, it's just, heck, I don't know, this building's probably about 300 feet, one end and the other, and they're wall to wall. Remember Tim's Tires, folks. That's down here on Highway 27 on your way into Harriman, and get the best deals they're going. So give them a call, price check, whatever you want to, and if you want a special tire that they might not have, you could, they'll definitely get it for you. Tim's Tires. All right, folks, we're back here. This film was shot Monday night and Tuesday night, and I had Wesley with me Monday night, and then Jeff Phillips went with me Tuesday night. So we'll just have to go at it and see. I mean, and then when we come back, we'll talk about what's going on up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, Chandler, take us to the film, buddy.
All right, Papa's hooked up on something here. It ain't tried to break water yet.
I don't know. It ain't acting like a smallmouth, Wes. Tell you that right now.
We probably hooked in one of them mics there.
I wouldn't doubt it. Maybe a catfish or a drum. I see something down there. What is it?
That's a smallmouth.
Huh.
You got him in tiny. Well, hit the net and gone. All right, we'll get another. All right.
Got enough light to get a picture of him.
Oh yeah, good picture.
All right. First fish in the boat, second fish we've had on.
Yep. All right. There he goes. Get another. All right. There's probably another fish. Not a bad fish.
Hooked him right in the nose, Wes.
I'll do that to him.
Yeah, let me get my claws back here on this hook. There we go.
Just like that.
All right.
It's a nice one. Back in the water. Get another. All right. There's Papa with a decent fish. On the old black peanut jig.
Yep.
There he is. Healthy fish.
Ooh.
All right. Back in the water he goes. Get another.
Okay,
Go ahead. What you going to say?
Nothing. Just, yeah.
All right. There's probably another good fish.
Yep.
I don't know if he'd keep, but it's healthy fish.
Yeah. Pretty good fish.
Oh, yeah. All right. There you go. Get another. All right. There's Papa with a nice fish, healthy fish.
Yeah. He ain't no giant, but he's pretty, ain't he, Wes?
Yes, he is.
All right, old buddy. Get you back in the water, man. Looking good.
Let's Get another.
Yep.
All right, there's Papa with a decent little fish.
Mm-hmm.
Bite's been slow tonight, but not a bad fish.
Yep.
We'll take it.
We'll take it.
Back in the water he goes. Get another. All right, there's Papa with another decent fish. He wanted that one, didn't
Mm-hmm. Got it. Boom. Yeah.
I'll get the pliers after you.
Mm-hmm.
There he goes. All right. Another nice fish. Get him back. Get another.
All right, folks. Old Wes is back there taking him a nap. There's another smallie. All right, folks. Our old Wes is with a good fish now.
About time.
About time, he said. That's a dandy. There ain't nothing wrong with that fish right there, Wes. All right, back in the water with him. There he goes. The trailer.
All right, there's Papa with another. I believe that fish will keep. He's real long, but it's a nice one.
He's poor, but he's along.
Oh yeah. All right, we'll get him back. Get another.
All right, folks. Our Jeff Phillips has got her first fish in the boat. That's a pretty fish, Jeff. Good deal, buddy.
To grow up a little.
Yeah, good deal. All right, back in the water he goes, folks. We're up here on North Lake. We're gonna try to get some fish in. If the rain don't get us, we'll be in business. Stay tuned. Remember our sponsors and let's go fishing, and we'll get another fish on the line. Let's see. Yeah, trying to get the moon in there. Barely see a little sliver of it behind that cloud. Right, folks, that dang Jeff on the next cast caught a dandy. That's a keeper fish right there, Jeff Rowe. That's a good one. Hey, buddy. Good deal. All right, we'll get that one back in the water. That's number 2. Dang, that's a good fish right there. That fish 19 or better. All right. Jeff, that's a little fish compared to them 2 you've caught. Come out there, hook. Gosh, mighty. Ah. Boy, you little rascal, you. Now then, got you. All right, that's number 3 in the boat. That wasn't very big. Let's get a big one. All right, folks, our old Jeff is with another. He's got me 3-1 here, and I ain't figured out what's going on. I'm gonna have to check his bait. I think it might be dynamite. Yeah, that's that dang good fish, Jeff. Real good fish. Buddy, that's a nice one. Look there what a bait he's got on there. All right, back in the water. Good deal. Thank you. 4 or 5. Jeff's got another fish back here he's trying to get unhooked.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, that ain't good.
Oh, no.
Oh, heck.
No, there it is. Fell out.
Whoa.
Oh, I saved.
Golly,
I
bug.
got saved.
Yeah, I should have some of them in my box. All right, he's throwing a army green jig and a green pumpkin trailer on it. Good job, Jess. Jeff, I think that's number 5, ain't it? Jeff, them Lillands has got to eat too, buddy. All right, back in the water. We'll get another. Okay.
That's what you do.
Yeah, no, you doing good. You're getting a little better fish. All right, I don't know how many it makes. 6, 7. We'll figure it out later. All right, Jeff Rowe, let's get another. All right, folks, there's another fish. Not a bad one either. Fish got a little belly on him. All right, Jeff Rowe, what do you think?
I think you caught up with me.
All right, that's good. Let's go back. Get us another. All right, Jeff. Another little fish. He's gone. At the roof of his mouth. All right, Jeff, there's another fish. Gosh, man. Yeah, boy. All right, we're going back in the water with him. Okay. Come out there, hook. Right in the side of that jaw. There you go. Now then. All right. Hold still. Get you on camera. Smile, you're on candid camera. Pretty fish. All right, there he goes. Now then. All right, turn him around towards me a little bit. Yeah, buddy, Jeff. That is a dandy fish right there. That fish 19, he's 19 inches every bit of it, man. Maybe 20. That's a pretty fish, buddy. Golly bum, that's a nice one. All right, man, back in the water. That is a good one. All right. That's a healthy looking little fish, but he ain't great big by no means, but he's pretty. Got a little belly on him. Yeah. All right, we'll get him back in the water. There he goes. Right through the tongue, ain't you? See if I can get him loose. That thing, I can't see that daggum hook for the trailer. Shit. Got me here fast. I might have to delete that, my friend. I'll just keep you in there where they're at. That's the problem. That was that hook. In that fish. Yeah. So much skirt and stuff on there. Can't see nothing. All right, Jeffro. Got him?
Yeah.
Back in the water. Main tail thing. Both folks there, Jeff is with another good fish, Jeff. That's a dandy, buddy. That's a good one. That's a nice fish right there, brother. Yeah, boy. And I reckon. All right, back in the water he goes, man. That's a dandy. Good deal. Small fish. Wind's got bad on us. We just have to keep at it, maybe. All right, back in the water. Got young little rat. Yeah. All right, folks, we're back. Mike, Monday night, Wesley and I went out there. I think I caught 4 fish, which that was the first one I had on was a dandy. I mean, the first place we stopped, that was a dandy fish. Then I had a black and black cone in a peanut jig. Had a green with a watermelon trailer on the other spinning rod. And then I had that, what was it I was throwing? The watermelon jig with a watermelon trailer on a 3/8 ounce head. So, you know, I was throwing I caught fish on the black peanut jig and caught them on the watermelon peanut jig. And it's really not a true watermelon. It's more of an army green than anything, but I had a watermelon trailer on.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, those fish came on those 3 baits. And I just, after probably an hour, 45 minutes to an hour with the spinning rods, and it got dark, so I just laid them down and picked that 3/8 ounce jig up and with the watermelon skirt and the root. I had a green pumpkin trailer on it.
Yeah.
And that was basically what I stayed with the rest of the night. You know, the fish were. The better fish were. I had a couple of good. How they got off, I don't really know. But I mean, I had 3 or 4 dandy bites out there near 25 feet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but caught fish in there in 15 foot of water out to 22, 25 feet, you know. But most of the fish I caught was in that, I would set the boat in about 23 foot of water, and a couple of times I got out into 26, 27 feet and had a few bites out there deep that just knocked the fool out of it, but you didn't hook them.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, so that's another deal. Let me tell y'all before I forget and come back to this. Let me get this pulled up here on my phone here right quick. Reynolds Racing and Marine is going to have a raffle. They got a Ghost, Lowrance Ghost trolling motor they're going to raffle off. And we're going to draw the winning ticket out over here in a few weeks, or however how long it takes them to sell the tickets. Now, here's the deal. One ticket is $20. 5 tickets, you can buy 5 tickets for $90. So I don't think our phone is on. So that's the deal. And it started on Tuesday, the 13th, this past Tuesday.
You ain't even got a cord run to it.
No, and whenever we get it, that's the, whenever we get all the tickets sold to pay for the price of the motor, then we're going to come over here and have it on the show and pull the winning ticket. So that is good deal, and thank you, Chandler. We're great, man. That's just a little glitch in the road there. Shoot, caller, just call back and we'll get you on the phone right here.
You have no messages in entry.
It's on. Yeah, we're ready to go. Yeah, all right, no problem. He'll call back. Guarantee it. We just got the phone on. Everything's cool. It's lit up. We're ready, waiting on the phone call. But back to this. There they are. Yeah, them old guys, they're dandies, buddy. If you don't answer the first time, they'll call you the second time. Oh, Lord. Here we go. Hello, caller.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Hey, Steve, it's your buddy Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
I just wanted to tell you, buddy, I watched the show. You know, Mike and Wesley caught some good fish.
Yeah, we did, Bill. We had some. We had 2 pretty good trips and lost a lot of fish, Bill. I mean, just unreal. I couldn't believe how they get off.
Today, I'm hoping I'm going to go here. I had them shots in both my hips. Everybody don't know, but I'm about warm old Bill Moore's hips out. But I'm trying to get better and before I can get back in the boat.
Yeah, buddy.
And I'm just about that way. I'm just about there now.
Yeah.
But I wanted to comment a little bit about next week's show.
Yeah.
I know these people real well, and Richard McIntosh was over the Power Gas Company for like 35 years here, and he's well known all up and down the road. But his son is a real good fisherman, and he's got into something that I don't know anything about. The only thing I know, I've heard him talk, and I don't know a whole lot about it. But everybody needs to watch this show next week, where he has spent a lot of money. He put a lot of money in this, and TWRA is helping him do it.
Yeah.
But he'll be on the show next week, him with 2 of his sons, and does the tracking of these fish. That's all I know.
Right.
Anyway, I want everybody to really watch this show, where you're gonna learn something that you never know before, Steve.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it myself because I don't really know what to expect. But I mean, with as much electronic stuff going on, Bill, this day and time, there's no telling. They may have them jumping out of the water in the boat before it's over.
That's the way I feel about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it myself, but I'm looking forward to next week's show. Okay?
Yeah, buddy, we are too, man, and can't wait to get it on.
Okay, old buddy. Listen, I'll talk with you a little later. Come and see me when you can. Let me hear from you.
All right, buddy. Keep your rod and reels ready.
I done oiled them up and ready now, buddy.
Good deal. We may hit them tomorrow night.
Okay, son. Bye-bye.
All right, see you, buddy. Okay. But, you know, let me tell you, talk about the fishing there the last couple of nights. The water on Norris is just clear. I mean, it could change in a heartbeat, but that water's just clear, and them dang fish, I don't know how they're getting off. I mean, I think we're throwing pretty good hooks and that kind of thing, but them son of guns, you'll be winding one end, and he's coming in, and he'll just slack line that line, and then, you say, "Dadgum, he got off." And then you pull your rod back, and there he is back at you again, and they're tricksters about getting off the hook. And like I said, I think we've been throwing a pretty good hook, but we're losing. For every one we catch, we lose two more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way it is. And
even the pros know that that's a problem with the weight of the bait, because they come up with that rattle trap called a pro trap, where the line went down through it and then into the one treble hook, and that way the weight of the bait would go up the line, and then the fish couldn't throw it as good as he could a regular rattle trap, because they take that weight and sling them hooks right out of it.
Right.
When they sling that head, I mean, when you're bringing them up, you can feel them.
Oh, they're just running every which way in the world.
Shaking that head so fast and so hard.
And then they'll quit pulling back, and they'll just run right straight towards you.
Yeah.
And you think, well, that son of a gun's got off.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, he's back there shaking again.
Well, you bring one up, and then you're trying to get a hold of him, and run your hand down the line, and he's still flopping there so hard, and half the time he'll jump off a hook while you're trying to get your hand on it.
Yeah, but it's they are just amazing how they get unhooked so easy. And they'll come up and turn away from you, and when they do that, it's over. They just they're just pulling that hook, just flipping it right, unhooking.
They get off a lot easier than you do.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you. Yeah, when you get one in the boat, you'll think, well, gosh dang, there wasn't no way that fish could have got loose. But how many we lose, But anyway, we're going to change again. I'm going to get I got some different jig heads. I'm going to do some swamping around and see if that can't, we can cut back on that hits and misses so much. But the fish up there on North Lake, the way we fish for them, they're biting good right now about any place. I told some boys at work today, I said, listen, if you pull in on what you know is a pretty good place, or if you don't know, if you just pull in on a point there, and if you make 20 casts and you don't get a bite, you better change up something.
That's right.
And I said, start with, I'd try 10 casts, but I said, if you want to make short, then go about 20 casts. And if you've not got a bite on the 20th cast, change something. Change the color of your skirt, change the color of your trailer, do something different, and till you find out what they want.
That's right.
And I said I'd start with watermelon just to start out with, and you can always go darker.
That's right.
And we're catching a lot of fish on that watermelon trailer or watermelon jig. Now Monday night I was throwing that copper crawl jig, and I was throwing the watermelon. I had it on another rod, but I got to throwing that copper crawl with that dang green pumpkin. And it was a little cloudy, thin clouds, and but caught fish on it. Caught fish on it. Never had, copper crawl with a green pumpkin trailer. Didn't have any problem with catching them fish on Monday night. Then on Tuesday night, it was a little more clear, and the moon was up a little higher, and stayed with the watermelon.
Yeah.
Pretty much. You've seen the baits there that we were fishing with, but yeah, like I said, they're biting and biting pretty good.
That's for sure.
So this going to get better as this moon's coming up, But throwing a 3/8 ounce head, and Jeff was throwing a dang. He was throwing that Army green jig.
Yeah.
And daggum. I think he told there on while we was throwing the film. I think it was that dang swimmy chunk.
Yeah.
Swimmy chunk and the green pumpkin on that Army green jig. So I don't know. Go figure.
That's right.
What it's going to take. But anyway, let me run this by you right here one more time about this trolling motor thing. It's they're having a raffle, and you can buy the tickets there at Reynolds Racing and Marine, and they're $20 a ticket, and you can get 5 tickets for $90. Now you guys, that these trolling motors are going anywhere from right around $3,000, give or take a couple of hundred either way. So yeah, this I think it's going to be a big thing, and Glenn and I talked today was that we would come up once all the expense of the trolling motor was recovered, then we'd come over here and draw it out on the show. So yeah, I would sure like to have one of those trolling motors. Try it out and see. But that's a pretty good deal.
Well, now, if you win the trolling motor, you have to pay the sales tax on it.
I don't know that. I didn't ask that question.
I'd say you do.
It's a good possibility. But you'd think if he was raffling something off, I'll find out. I'll call him back tomorrow and find out if you're raffling something off.
I got those pictures.
Okay. Thank you, brother. If you win it, it ought to be yours.
Well, you'd think that, but then
Yeah.
again, the county
So,
might not think that much.
Well, it may
or
not,
state,
but I mean, you'd
and
think
say,
that price was added into the trolling motor. But if I'll call him back tomorrow and find out for sure, so we can continue to talk about this thing, and y'all get down there and get your tickets, and so it would be worth $90 to me. Get 5 tickets. As a matter of
Lord, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you down there with the money, and I don't want you to pull this 5 consecutive. I want you to split the pile up like a deck of cards. Yeah.
Well,
You reckon you can do that? I mean, yeah. Don't just draw 5 off the top. I want you to get the first one, then go in there a little deeper and get another one, then a little deeper and get another one,
that was the craziest thing I heard there, that some woman won the lottery, and she had to split it with herself. And that dude said, well, why is that? And said she bought 2 tickets, and she put the same numbers on both tickets. So she was $350,000 or something like that, and won it with 2 tickets, same numbers. So that's what I'm going to do. You're going to get all of them the same number.
Yeah, okay. All right. This is another thing, too. from Reynolds down here. Chandler, put those pictures up for me, will you? All right, there's a look of that express boat, looking at it on the trailer. Now the one showing the inside. There you go. And buddy, I'll tell you what, if you haven't been by there and checked this out, you need to go look at it. Is there another picture for that boat? Yeah, there you go. Okay. That's a nice rig.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
That thing is, it's a nice rig, I'm telling you. And that sea deck stuff, it just, you just wash the boat with the water hose and that kind of stuff. I mean, I think that's the boat that they rigged up for the high school kids type deal. But I mean, right there, a good picture of the inside of the boat. Trolling motor, you got rod storage, tackle storage up front. So, you know, take a shot at that thing.
Is that a live water cooler there on that step up?
I think it is, yeah. That big lid there in the middle opens up for rods or storage for your tackle. Then the two lids on the right side, and then you see the rod locker on the left. And I'm thinking that right behind the rod locker up on the deck is that rod locker for your partner's rods and reels.
Mm-hmm.
But like for you folks to check that thing out. Glenn's got he got a new bullet in last week. It's done gone.
Yeah.
Ordered another one. Going to get it as soon as he possibly can.
Maybe 6 weeks or 6 months.
He thinks more like 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks, he said.
Depending on where they're getting hardware coming in.
Yeah, and he sold a couple of bullets here in the last month, and one, and then he sold that. He just had that other one like 3 days last week, or got it, and it's gone. That's that SST job, single console, and he's got a dual console ordered to replace it, and but it's like we said, you know, this pandemic thing and not a lot of things being made right now and that kind of stuff. So if you're thinking about doing some trading, he said you need to get with him so we can get something going for you.
I hear you.
So anyway, we got 2 things going on, the boat sales and this raffle on the trolling motor. So the number there at Reynolds is, you've seen it on the screen many a time. Let me see. See what we can get up here. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, Lordy. Reynolds Racing and Marine 882-9623.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the trolling motor raffle tickets, and then the boat there in the back that we looked at, and the Express, and he's got a few other boats down there you might be interested in. But give them a call and get on their website and see what's going on.
Yeah.
All righty. Tell us what's going on now, Mike. We got.
They had a little thing on the news that I was listening to about TWRA and these goldfish or koi's or whatever they call them. Stuff there.
Yeah.
They call them an invasive species, you know, kind of like the zebra mussels and all that. Having a hard time, and said them not being a native species, we sure didn't need them in these lakes and stuff, and these people that was buying these things and keeping them and then just throwing them in the lake to get rid of them, you know. Stuff said that was the wrong thing to do, and that kind of struck me kind of funny that they was talking about the goldfish deals there, but the rockfish is not a native species, and they spend millions of dollars of our money on something like that,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, Mike, you know, they've been fighting that battle ever since the 70s, and they haven't won it yet.
No.
I
they
mean,
just
you know, they're here, they keep stocking them, they're going to keep on stocking them, you know.
Yeah, one hand hollering at not to bring these invasive species in here, and then on the other hand, they're doing it themselves.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't want to argue the point, you know, it's exactly right. So,
You know, if it ain't, that's why I agree with them. If it ain't a native species, it's supposed to be in these lakes. They don't need to be putting something else into it, like the zebra mussels. You know,
yeah.
got rid of them somehow.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, if it was the water clarity or what, but yeah, they seem to have disappeared. You know?
Yeah, sure did.
Good. Yeah, that's a mystery.
The snakehead stuff, I've not heard any more on that. And that flying carps, as they call them, that jump and everything, they was talking about that it's putting all these sounding devices at these dams and stuff to try to keep them from going in the locks to where they're moving up the chain, but I don't think you'll have to worry about them climbing the dam over at Norris or Cherokee or Douglas or somewhere like that where they ain't got no locks, you know.
Yeah.
Unless somebody catches one, takes it up there and throws it in.
I agree. It's the reproductive system of that Asian carp. You'd think, okay, you know, they always said that the rockfish didn't reproduce, and that's why they keep raising them and putting them in there, putting them in the lakes here, Watts Bar, Norris. I don't know if they put any in Cherokee or Douglas. Or I know they're in Cherokee. I don't know if they put any in Douglas or not.
Yeah, they some in
They're in
Douglas.
Okay.
But Crumley said he jumped that guy up there over TWRA about that, and said he told him that fish hatchery they got up there above the Morristown exit there, called Fish Hatchery exit there. Said they had a couple of boards that rotted off on that one pond up there. Said probably a few of them escaped.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't supposed to ever been nothing put in Douglas.
Yeah.
But they're catching them out of there now.
Okay. We've caught 6 or 7 in the few trips we've made up our night fishing so far this year. Anywhere from 12, 14 inches up to 18 or 20 inches. Haven't hooked a big one or anything like that, but them little ones, you know, in that 12 to 15, 16 inch range was just 3 or 4 casts in a row. I'd hook one and get him out to the boat and get him off, you know, and turn him back loose. But so I don't know where the bigger one's at. I know they're there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're there, you know.
Hear that big splash out there. Sound like you dropped that boat in the lake, yeah.
Yeah, that sure is.
Yeah, they're there.
But, you know, experiment. If you're going up there to fish and just catch fish and have fun, experiment with your bait colors, type situation, you know, change up a little bit. If you've not got a bite, and like I said, I told them boys at work, I said, if you don't have a bite within 20 casts, you better change up something.
Yes, sir.
Put
Yes,
a
sir.
different color trailer on, put a different color jig on, or worm, or whatever it might be. but do change something.
Yeah, or go to another place and throw a
Yeah,
few licks
that's
on
how
that
I-
and make sure it ain't the place you're fishing, you know.
Yeah, but they seem to be about everywhere we've stopped to fish. We've had a bite, 2 or 3 bites, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, and not just kind of fish around the point.
Well, you know that you're getting awful close whenever you start getting them red eyes knocked the far out of that thing.
Yeah.
'Cause they're pretty good indicators.
Right.
Red eye are.
But it's just
you-
change up. If you're not catching one, change up. Now, and I will be honest about the whole deal. I haven't thrown a spinner bait yet.
I tried it a time or two, but I hadn't even had a strike on it.
If I get to go back tomorrow night for a little while or whatever, I'm going to try one. Yeah, for sure. And then if I get to go Saturday night, if I don't get to go tomorrow night, I'm going to try one then. I don't know when the rain's supposed to move back in.
And they're talking Saturday and Sunday both.
Shucks.
Yeah.
So you're telling me we might have to go tomorrow night? Stay dry. I got to take old
I
Bill.
bet you're getting some daggone pop-up showers there tomorrow night
Yeah,
and Saturday morning there.
yeah. I got to get Bill out on the water, and me and him may take off tomorrow afternoon, for sure. We saw the boat pictures. We talked about the trolling motor. The fishing, it's heck. Give me a watermelon trailer and a watermelon jig, and I'd have to fish with it.
It could work.
And when the moon went down, you could turn right around and throw black and black. Catch fish, I guarantee it. Ain't no doubt about it. Yeah, fish that watermelon, and just quick as the moon went down behind the ridge, grab up your black and black. Black worm, black spinnerbait, black jig, black trailer. I just believe you can catch them on it. I caught some there Monday night when me and Wesley was up there on the black and black.
Yeah.
So, it's just a lot of fish, and that's another thing. I'm real enthused about the fish that we're catching that's 8 to 12 inches long. That tells me that
2 years ago.
2 years ago we had a pretty good spawn.
Had a pretty good spawn too.
Yeah. And so I'm happy with that. The only thing that I'm not happy with is the size of the fish that we're wading through 15, 20 fish to get 3, maybe 4 that we've caught. The 15 or 20 that we've caught, maybe 3 or 4 of them would be in the 18-inch size.
Yeah.
It's that's the bad part about it, and
Well, I don't think their experiment up there on the size limit is paid off.
yeah,
Because that was their big deal on going to that 18-inch and then the 22-inch and all that was to have a whole lake full of 18, 20-inch fish up there.
yeah.
And I don't think that's paid off too well.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen a whole lot. Shucks Farm, man, we used to go up there and have 5 fish, and they'd be 17, 18, maybe 20 pounds.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Yeah.
and I know for a fact I've been in there many a night and have 5 4-pounders to weigh in.
Yes.
You know, from 18 to 21.5 pounds. You know, but they just not there now.
And they're big and fat too.
Yeah. I mean, you open the live well up and golly, bum, what a bag of fish. You know, but that was been back several years ago.
They didn't have to be 18 inches long.
No.
You know,
There's 14 inches
14,
was the
16
size,
inches,
man.
but they still weigh 4 pounds.
Yeah, they'd be up there in the 18 to 20 inch lengthwise, but they was 4-pounders.
Just,
Yeah. So.
but the bait fish is getting thicker up there all the time.
Yeah, well, that's got to be a plus.
Yeah.
Got to be a plus. Okay, we got about 5 minutes left in the show. Do remember the raffle, Reynolds Racing Marine on the Ghost trolling motor. Get your tickets early, Mike. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, do remember that. And remember have Richard McIntosh and his 2 sons over here, or his son with his two boys, and then we'll investigate this, whatever it is they've got. You know.
Yeah, yes,
Well,
yes.
I just don't. I'm just looking forward to having them and to see what they're doing, because they're definitely doing something.
I guarantee you.
You know, with TWRA, I don't know if it's a tracking system or electronics to find these fish. I mean, you know, heck, it's got any more, you know, this electronic stuff that's out right now, fish reveal and all that kind of stuff. And the poor old fish don't stand a chance.
That's right. That's right.
For sure. All right, folks, we got about 3 minutes left. Do remember our sponsors, Edgemore Outdoors. Charlie Bum was over there the other day. Yep, they got a bunch of stuff in there. And Tim's Tires, Reynolds Racing Marine, and so on and so forth, IUOE. So anyway, we're going to sign off and let them finish up the show with some advertisements. God bless y'all, and we'll see you next week. Let people know what we represent.
That's what we're all about. We do try to do an honest day's work for the people, and we've got operators from all over the DOE sites, TVA sites, the outside contractors. We're just about everywhere you see a heavy piece of equipment, good chance that you'll see an operating engineer on it, rather it be Barnhard. I'd like to mention them, All Crane, and all of them that's signatory to us. We have over 100 contractors that's signatory to us, so I definitely appreciate those guys all the way in Chattanooga, Kingsport, Tullahoma, throughout all the way up to Johnson City. So we do cover a big area, and just let us know if we can be any help to local contractors that come through these areas. We'll definitely send you some people.
All right, David. I appreciate all those good words, and we'll get this on the air, and I want to thank you again.
Thank you.
All right. Hey folks, we're over here at Edgemore Outdoors and got Vance back here. They've got a new selection of, what is this called now, Vance?
This is all queen tackle.
Queen tackle, okay.
It's all tungsten. They got tungsten weights, flipping weights. They got drop shot weights. All the jigs are all tungsten heads. There's flipping jigs, football jigs. There's swim jigs down here too.
Shucks.
That's
Well,
all of
the-
it's tungsten. There's
yeah.
shaky heads right here.
Okay,
That's
all
we
tungsten
just got all
stuff.
this in.
Well, Vance got my attention with one thing. He's got, you can take any jig. Vance, get some of
the
those bills.
chatterbait. Now,
The chatterbait bills?
These aren't tungsten, but you can take this little chatterbait
Yeah.
here and you can make a jig or